Salute! What's going on, y'all? Welcome. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are in this wonderful world. Appreciate y'all being here. This is episode 11.
11.
Um,
Sir.
or as my uncle would say, Lem of the Twitch Mindset Podcast, man. We are, almost 3 months in.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
It's crazy, right? It's absolutely
It is.
crazy.
So crazy.
We have a special guest here. Special, man. Our great friend at Mud Pies. What's up, brother? How you doing tonight, man?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic, bro. Appreciate
Dude,
you
it's an
being
honor
here.
to be on here.
Dude, the pleasure.
It's an honor.
The pleasure is ours. The pleasure is ours.
It is.
You guys have no idea.
Man, let's Mama's Got a Gun, you're playing zombies, healthy, Mud. Are y'all looking at the stream? You see me buffering?
It's not bad. Not at all. I mean, it's like a little bit, but
okay.
Not too bad.
All right. Cool. Yeah, appreciate everybody, all y'all being here. Means a lot to us. As always. Healthy, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm pumped for this podcast. I've been pumped all week ever since I messaged Mud about it.
Dude, I've been pumped since you messaged me.
Really happy about it, man.
Dude, man,
I'm stoked.
Likewise, I've been super excited, and it was cool because it's kind of like a short turnaround because we did the podcast this past Friday, and we're back already.
Oh yeah,
which is awesome. Heck yeah! So really great for that. Man, I guess we'll go ahead and just introduce ourselves. Healthy, why don't you introduce yourself, bro? For those who don't know who you are.
Well, to all my Canadian or all our Canadian fans out there, I'm John, or that healthy kid, 22, from Saskatchewan. Been Twitch streaming for 6 months, give or take. Wow. 6 months. I've been enjoying it. I love it. It's been a blast so far. I've met some awesome people. And just been doing this podcast for just over 2 months now. Yeah, 11 weeks, so just over 2 months. So I'm having a blast with that. I can't really complain about what's been going on lately. That's for sure.
Percent, man. It's been
killing it.
It's been he has absolutely been killing it. Mud Pies, the great Mud Pies, man. What's up, man? Hey, dude, like I said, we're so happy to have you here. Why don't you introduce yourself, bro?
Okay, so I'm Zach, or Mud Pies Gaming. I don't know, whatever the handles are. I'm 23. I live in Washington State. I am in the Marine Corps Reserve, so like part-time, and then go to school full-time. I started streaming. I think I started streaming on my Xbox back in April. And then got a PC in May, built it, started streaming in June, like seriously streaming, and then kind of been on a hiatus for the past 2 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
Right on, man. What made you start streaming?
PUBG, actually. So I got home from all my training about this time last year, and one of my buddies asked me if I heard of Fortnite. And I never heard of it. Obviously, I was gone, I think, when it came out, so I wasn't paying attention to it. And then played a game of that, and I thought it was weird and cartoony, and I didn't like it. But he had another game called PUBG, and we played that, and I was like instantly hooked. And then I want to say January, I actually got PUBG for myself on my Xbox. Started playing it like crazy, and I sucked. I was just terrible. I didn't understand the concept of a battle royale. Nothing. I couldn't get looting down. So I was like, I'm going to watch some videos online. And I watched this Level Cap Gaming video with Choco Taco. And he gave a bunch of tips and stuff. And then I found Shroud through him. and Dr. Disrespect. And I was like, man, these guys are getting paid like pretty good money with thousands and thousands of people watching them just to play video games. And I played Halo competitively back in the day, Halo 3. So it just felt natural. And then I got better and better at PUBG, and then just started streaming. Just hit the Twitch button on my Xbox one day, and then realized that I wasn't really doing it on Xbox because I didn't have a webcam or anything like that. So I knew that I needed a new computer anyway. So I built a PC with gaming in mind, streaming in mind, and man, here we are. Got all the
equipment. Right on,
man. How'd you like? Did you know, like, how do you know which parts to get and stuff for your PC? Because I was absolutely clueless. I had to get, like, I had to outsource help. I was like, just tell me which parts to get and I'll get them. So how did you figure it out?
That's literally the exact same thing I did. I went to my sister's ex-boyfriend and I was like, Sean, I don't know anything about computers. You got to help me build it. And he kept sending me like Reddit links and he'd be like, yo, this is the best thing you can get. Like, I don't even know what that is. Like, you keep using acronyms, GPU, CPU. I have no idea what those are. And then I would just spend like an hour or two every day looking at this stuff, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to get. And then he sent me which parts to order. He would send me deals and I would order them when I could. And then in May, he came over and we spent like probably 4 hours and a 6-pack each. And we finally built a computer and got it all set up.
Dude,
right on.
That's cool, man.
That's cool. That is really cool, man.
Do you feel like you could do one yourself now?
Yeah, I'm in a computer class right now, and last Thursday we had to build a whole computer.
Nice.
And it was pretty easy.
Right. That's pretty good skill to learn.
Yeah, I mean, once you know where everything goes, it's kind of just like plug it in. Just be gentle, but I don't know. Don't force anything because you'll break it. But
yeah.
Right on. Yeah, that was kind of the deal for me when I was getting mine, like the parts. I'm like, man, I'm not putting this thing together because I have like I'm as self-aware. I know. That's how I feel. So, and I didn't know anybody like personally that was near me that could help me. So, I outsourced some help on that, which was a whole nother story. But it's kind of one of those deals where, like, you know what? As much as I spent for this, I still feel better with somebody else doing it than me.
Yeah, exactly. Man, you break one thing and it's like $600 wasted.
Right, 1,000%, man. So that's when you started streaming, right? Like, you talk about how you noticed some streamers, they were making, had a bunch of folks watching them, and they were making, some good money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, were you in for a reality check when you started doing it? As far as just realizing that it takes so much to get to that point?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I was watching Shroud. Like, I had watched their videos on YouTube, but I had never seen them live. I didn't have a Twitch account or anything. And then in probably March, I actually got a Twitch account, made one. I don't even think it was this one that I have right now, the Mud Pious. I think it was something totally different. And made that account, and Shroud had like 40,000 people watching him play. And I was like, man, you just turn on a camera and people watch you. And then I streamed PUBG. And over the course of like a week and a half of streaming, I had like 6 views total. And I was like, damn, this ain't easy. And then like, it was a hard reality check. But just built my PC, and then like networking, talking to people, trying to build like real connections with people, and having a face cam helped a lot. And then after that, it was like kind of steadily growing. And at that point, it was like, okay, I understand that it's not going to be thousands of people at one time that just instantly flood my channel, especially in like Shroud's situation, being a CSGO pro. He already had a following well before he started streaming. So
that's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was a reality check.
Social media goes, like, did you jump on that train right away, or is that kind of like a thing you did after you started?
I probably made I want to say I made the Twitch and the Twitter, the Mud Pies one, on the same day.
Nice.
And I would just look up like, hashtag streamer on the search bar. And then I would just go through and follow everyone. And then after I followed a bunch of people, they would follow me back. And I was like, oh, this is cool. But I realized one day I had like 800 people I was following and like 28 followers. And I was like, okay, it's a little bit off. And then just anytime someone would follow me, I would try and message them and talk to them. It didn't matter. As long as they were pretty much a streamer or had something to do with gaming, I would talk to them.
Nice.
And that was when I actually started like making friends and kind of learning as I went.
Kind of clicked after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome, man. That sounds really, really cool.
Yeah.
How much more important do you think, like, actually making like a genuine relationship than just, following folks like just for the numbers? Like how much more should people go that route rather than just, like you said, following a bunch of people just randomly? Like what's the benefit to actually building a genuine relationship?
I think the biggest one is like when you stream, a lot of people get discouraged, if you don't have anyone watching you. I think that's really common. And you have like 2 viewers. One of them is a bot, it's Commander Root or something like that. And then one other person is just lurking, maybe. But if you build connections with people, you could have 3 people in your stream. And if you're talking to all 3 of them in chat and chat's going crazy, they're talking to each other, they're talking to you, like you're having fun. And you can project that to your audience and anyone that might stop by. You got like 10 seconds to grasp somebody's attention. So if you got all those people in there, even if it's just 3 people, that's better than showing up to someone's stream who has, 28 people in it and one person's talking and they're a mod. You're like, okay, it's cool, but where's the connections on it? So I think when you build like those friends, and in my opinion, there's a difference between like friends and supporters and fans. Like they're all 3 different kind of things. There's a lot of stuff on Twitter about people not wanting to call people in their channel fans, but there's people that just show up. They don't interact with you on Twitter. They don't interact with you anywhere. They just show up, talk in your channel, and hang out. And I would say that's a fan. Someone who talks to you regularly, bits, subs, all that stuff. Those are probably supporters. And then you have like your friends. Like if I see you guys go live, we're friends. I'm going to try and hang out. Just to BS with you guys the whole time.
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes perfect sense. And I kind of like how you kind of split that up a little bit. So you can kind of see whatever's going on. But
yeah.
So everybody kind of has their own kind of thing with their Twitch streaming. Is there anything that you can kind of pick out from when you streamed that really grasped people's attention?
Yeah, dude. I would always wear a collared shirt when I streamed. Like,
nice.
I did it one day just randomly. Like, I don't know. I went out somewhere and I had just gotten a new shirt and I was wearing it, and I came back home and started streaming wearing like this red, short sleeve button up and a polo hat. And somebody in my channel was like, yo, you look like you're going to a PGA tournament or something like that, like golfing tournament. And I started laughing, and we were all laughing about it. And then they just kept like messing with me about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wear a collared shirt every single time I stream.
Yeah.
And then I did, and people would show up and be like, yo, like, I love the collared shirt. I would get followers because of that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was like a weird little
really
thing.
Cool. It is, but right, like you made it your own and it attracted other people. That's that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I had this buddy on there that I would play with, Mad Mango Mob, I think is his name.
Okay.
He was like, man, I'm about to wear a collared shirt. And like the next 2 days that he streamed, he wore a collared shirt after watching my stream one day. So influencing people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dude, that's a really good point, man. That's a really good point. Like, folks that know me, like they know that I have a rooster, and I can think of like several people off the top of my head that they're like, man, like I want to get a rooster. I'm like, shoot, I'm like, get one. Sure.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about it after I saw him. Like, man, you have a pet rooster? That's wild.
So I have to ask, when did you stop wearing the collared shirt?
Oh man, if I were to stream later tonight, I would wear a collared shirt.
Oh, so you still do it to this day?
Yeah. I think the last 2 times that I streamed, I didn't wear it. Okay. That was because I had just moved, and I was like, whatever, man. I'm wearing a hoodie and sweats. But,
right.
Yeah, if I were to stream from now on, I would still. I went and bought like 2 collared shirts at one point, like just 2 button-ups. Just to stream it.
That's lit, man.
Just dedication.
I love that, dude. I've never. That's unique. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
You could do something like cool with that, like with your emotes or something, man.
Yeah, I have like this little. I haven't used it, but I had a Discord channel called the Collared Club, and it's just a picture of like a white collared T-shirt and outline with a tie on it.
That's
fire,
funny,
bro.
Yeah, I wanted that to be the logo.
If you fire that Discord back up, man, send me an invite, bro. I'd love to.
Got you.
Yeah.
Hang out in the Collared Club.
Hang out in the Collared Club. Do it.
Wear some collared shirts.
Yo, John's there right now.
Yeah, John's in the club, man.
John's in the club. I told you it was crisp.
Yeah. Facts. I do like that shirt, brother.
Thanks, man.
Heck yeah, man.
So you said you've been off streaming for 2 months now?
So
roughly?
I think mid-July, like I had started summer quarter and I was taking a pretty tough quarter. And it was like 50 hours a week of just sitting on my computer doing homework. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of it, it's like, I don't want to, not necessarily a lack of energy, but I was just studying and it was like, I knew I wouldn't be entertaining. So I kind of just stopped streaming and I would stream like maybe once a week. In August, I did that charity stream for a Sorry community to help out Noobish. Nice. And that was wild. And then right after that, I moved. And then I think I've streamed like 3 times since then. But since I moved, I don't know when the last time I streamed was. Probably back in September. But just with school starting, moving, all the Marine Corps stuff, it's been not necessarily that I can't plan time to. It's just that I'm focusing on other things versus Twitch streaming to try and get real life handled properly.
I like that.
I guess
prioritizing. Yeah. No, 100%, man. You gotta make time for whatever is going on in your life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
As much as I do like Twitch streaming too, right? Like you got to make sure you're spending time with the people that you care about, taking care of yourself, all your schooling. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So I have to ask, when is Mud Pies coming back?
Oh man, when is Mud Pies coming back? I have no idea, dude. I don't know, man. I got to get these panels laid out. I don't know if you heard it. I like deleted my OBS and it's wiped it. I can't figure out how to set it back up again. So
dang.
When I figure that out, who knows, man? Maybe it'll be a random stream and you'll just get a tweet that says I'm live. I'll tag you.
Heck yeah. Do it.
Hey, I'll tag you.
I'm pumped, yeah.
Who knows? Man, we're gonna do a PUBG stream, man.
Oh man, I forgot you got PUBG.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That'd be nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I really want to play, but I wasn't gonna, harass you or anything. I know you got a lot going on with school and stuff, but we're definitely gonna get together and because I don't have anybody to play with, and I literally have no idea what I'm doing. So,
man, just hit me up next time you want to play PUBG. Just send me a message. I'll make like an hour worth of time.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, there we go.
Heck yeah.
There we go.
Mini PUBG stream.
PUBG stream. We'll get like 83rd place like 6 times in a row. It'll be dope.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Top 90 for sure.
Top 90. Top 90%. Heck yeah, bro. So let me ask you this, Mud. You streamed, for a little bit. What would you say as far as the mental side? If somebody's thinking about streaming, they want to do it, and they're going into it, what would you say as far as when they're starting streaming, like you and so many others, they see Ninja and all these people that are, making a killing and stuff like that. What would you like for them? How should they feel actually about when they see follow and stuff like that? When they see negative comments, when they see people saying, ugly things toward them and stuff like that, man. Like mental toughness, man. Talk about that.
Okay, so I think the biggest thing, like to start off that whole conversation, is just self-awareness. Like personally, I'm not one to. Well, I can't say anything, man. I wall twerked twice on stream, but one of them was for a charity stream. Okay, but
I remember you told me that.
Yeah, man, I wall twerked twice. Anyways, be yourself. Like that's the biggest thing. You got to know like what your lane is, and don't. If you're like a calm, relaxed person and you just want to hang out and play video games and chat with people, like you don't got to be dancing every time someone donates you some bits or screaming every time you get a kill or anytime something crazy happens. Or if you are super animated, like be animated, but know yourself enough to not like fake it. Because you can tell when you guys stream, like you guys are having a good time the whole time. You don't seem to ever get burnt out. Like everyone talks about this burnout that happens. And I think that you guys are true to yourself. You're self-aware, not necessarily like, I don't know, man. You guys stay true to yourself and then you don't get burnt out. And like with negative comments, that's another thing. You gotta be true to yourself. If you know that the comment's not true, if someone says you suck at streaming, like congrats, bro. There's 100,000 other streamers. Go watch someone else. Like there's dudes, girls, everyone's out there streaming anything.
100%.
Just get out of my channel. Just ban them real quick and call it good.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna be negative, you don't gotta let them sit there and do that to you.
Right.
So
you're in control, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's 1,000%, bro.
Yeah.
I agree with all of that. And that's something I definitely noticed too. We've all seen it. And especially when you don't experience that, it pops out to you, right? When you're scrolling through Twitter. Like, I'm burnt out.
Yeah, you notice it every time.
Yeah. And honestly, I love that you mentioned it because literally every time I see it, I'm kind of like, like, okay. For me, I'm not trying to speak for Healthy, but I'm pretty sure he feels the same way. Probably you too, Mud Pies. It's just that the self-awareness, you're exactly right. It's key because you know what you can do. You know what you can handle. You know what, like, example. Not trying to talk about myself or anything, but today was a good example. Is that like work schedule wise, I worked 13 hours today. So I went in at 7 and got off like right around 8ish. But I woke up 5 because I have animals and stuff to take care of. Those are all my choices, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all my choices.
Exactly.
And it's like, yeah, my days are really long sometimes, but I love it and I can handle it.
Exactly.
For the next person, that's like a horrible schedule. Like I hear it all the time. Oh
yeah,
my
exactly.
gosh,
it's too
you
much.
get no sleep. and it's just like,
man,
I know
you got to stay 15 minutes late at work and they're complaining.
Right, 1,000%, and that's like 8 hours. But
yeah,
that's another conversation. But absolutely, you know what you can handle. So instead of streaming 5 weeks, if you be better off streaming 3 weeks, because if you're doing 5 days a week, right, and you're getting burned out, then okay, you're in control. Like crank it back to 3 days, and that way you can give your viewers a better stream those 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like people are just like, man, I'm burnt out. I'm trying to push. I'm trying to grow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I just feel like no matter what I do, I can't get past this hump. I can't get past this, 20 viewers and stuff like that. It's just like, man,
exactly.
Like, slow down. That's what it is. It's like people, they're so big of a hurry.
Exactly.
Like, And
what does Gary Vee say? Micro patience, macro speed, something like that?
Yeah. Micro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. 1,000% micro patience. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is, bro. Like, if you slow down, and I posted a tweet about this the other day, and I know y'all feel the same way. It's just like, if you slow down, get some perspective, and really start to enjoy the process, like enjoy exactly who you meet on the way, like enjoy. Okay, that was stupid. I should have done that, but I learned from it. I won't do it again. Because that's stuff that you can share with somebody else, so they won't have to go through that.
Yeah, exactly.
And but it's all instant gratification. Like, I need it now. I need 20 viewers now. I need to get partner now. And and so many people quit streaming for that. So I agree, bro. Self-awareness is so important. Like, if you have like that super dialed in, you know, I don't know how you can get burned out, especially, like, what would you rather be doing? You hear all the time, I want to be a streamer, right? People want to say, there's nothing more in this life I want to do than stream full time, right? And it's like, cool, but if that's your goal, your life goal, how are you getting burnt out after 6 months?
Dude, 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Like, what game would you rather be playing, than working to get there? That's nuts, dude. It's absolutely nuts. I don't understand it.
Yeah. I think with that self-awareness too is like, one thing that I do specifically is I want to say I'm forgetful, but I'm forgetful. And I lose track of things. So I keep this little whiteboard. It's like, a foot by a foot. And every single night before I lay down, I write down everything I have to do for the next day. I write down my workout, all the homework assignments I want to do. Man, I have I want to drink 1.5 gallons of water, stuff like that. And then throughout the day, you check those things off, and then you feel good about yourself for checking them off. And then you can keep things in order. And that helps me keep things in perspective too. Because then it's like, if I don't complete the workout that I wrote down, like, you're going to feel bad about it. And you're like, okay, well, I can see it now. It's not just a thought in your head, like, oh, I should probably work out tomorrow. It's like, it's physical. You can see it, and it stares at you in the face. And it's not a good feeling when you don't get that workout in, or anything for that matter. So if you want to stream 5 days a week, but you're getting burnt out after 3 days a week, drop your goals back to 3 days a week and set attainable goals. Because if I say I'm going to go bench press 400 pounds by the end of the year, it's just not going to happen. And then I'm going to be frustrated. But if you can raise it 10 pounds a week, 5 pounds a week, 2.5 pounds a week, anything works.
Definitely. It's progress, not perfection, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Facts.
That's a good one.
That's facts,
tweet,
bro.
Right.
Tweet that.
That's so true, man. Like, if you're looking at it as a whole, right, wanting to be a streamer full time, okay, how do I get there? And like you were saying, Mud, if you don't break it down into manageable pieces, that's why something like that could seem like it'd be so hard to get to be a partner or something like that, because they're seeing that check mark, like you were talking about earlier, but if they don't break it down, like, okay, like, scratch how do I gain 20 new viewers a day? Let me do something to my stream. I don't like how this looks. Let me touch that. Somebody follow me on Twitter. That's also a streamer. Let me reach out to him in a DM. Thank you for the follow, stuff like that. There's always something that you can do. So it's really, I'm one of those that, like, the excuses have to stop, right? And the whole, I'm doing everything, I'm not growing. Are you doing everything? Like,
no.
100%.
You're not.
Well, and if you're complaining about growing, I don't think you're really enjoying it either, right?
That's a good point.
You're not taking a step back and enjoying what you're doing. You're more worried about the numbers rather than taking actually enjoying what you're doing, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it is a numbers game, but it can't be strictly a numbers game.
Exactly, 100%.
I mean, if someone streams, they probably thought about being partnered, but that's everyone's goal pretty much as a streamer is to be a partner streamer. But if you're not having fun, you'll never get partnered.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you're sitting down and playing a game for hours and hours and nobody's popping into your stream, then you're just going to be angry and depressed or whatever,
exactly.
Right?
Like Shroud, the whole reason why I started streaming. Shroud, there's like a YouTube video, Shroud, the King of Reddit, I think it's called, something like that. It goes into his whole backstory, and he streamed CSGO for like a year and a half with no viewers ever.
Holy.
Yeah, a year and a half of streaming with no viewers, and people will get affiliate in 9 days and then complain after 4 weeks because they're not partnered.
Yeah.
And that's common. I had been stuck in that mindset at some points too, where it's like, how come I got affiliate so quickly, and then all of a sudden you had 9 people in your stream, and then now you're averaging like 4 or 5, and getting those numbers up is tough. But a lot of people will watch you because they want to see someone get affiliate because it feels really good. And they're like, oh, I was a part of getting him affiliate, but then I'm going to go watch this person to help them get affiliate. And that's where it's like, those kind of people are just fans. The fans will come and go, and they'll push you to affiliate, but then are they really going to be there afterwards? Who knows? A supporter will stay afterwards, and a friend will be there to help you afterwards. But a fan, man, they just come and go.
Yeah, for sure. Which ties right into the follow for follow mentality, right? Is that they're there to help you get affiliate, and then a lot of times if they're streamers too, and then once you get to that affiliate status or whatever, like, okay, their job is done, they're gone, and now they're back to averaging 1 viewer. And every single streamer that happens to, who had that follow for follow mentality, they're like, why? What happened? Because their job is done.
They start to get burnt out because they had like some sort of success, no matter how small it was. They felt really good, and then it's just ripped away from them, and they don't know how to like handle that. It's like when people win the lottery, but at a smaller scale.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, as far as mental toughness goes, let's say somebody goes and gets to affiliate where they're concentrated on numbers the whole time, and they realize that getting a Twitch partner isn't going to be as easy. As far as building that mental toughness up where it's now going and changing their perspective, what would be some things to help along with that? Like, is there any kind of advice you could give for that?
You got to get uncomfortable, or you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I don't know who said that, but that's like a common saying. Just do something difficult. Like, if there's something you think you can't do, like physical is a really good one. The other day I went to go run 2 miles, like a normal run. And I was like, I'm going to run this loop and see how far it is. And I ran the whole time, and it was like 5 miles, and it was ridiculous. And I hated every second of it. But afterwards I was like, damn, I can run 5 miles. That's dope. So just do something you don't think you can do. And if you don't do it, at least you started. And if you do complete it, you're stronger for doing it. Like, everyone goes into boot camp with doubts. Like, how am I going to make it 13 weeks without seeing anybody that I know? No contact with the outside world. You're getting screamed at constantly. But by the end of it, it's like not much bothers you anymore, because it's just they break you down, and then they build up your toughness. If you're going to run 5 miles, like, you're doing really good the first mile, second mile, you're getting tired, third mile, you're broken down, and then fourth and fifth mile, you're just waiting for the home stretch. So do something difficult, or like get out of your comfort zone. Go talk to somebody in person you wouldn't expect to. Like, try and talk to someone above you at your job, or if there's a good looking dude or girl or whatever, go talk to them. It'll make you uncomfortable, and you'll probably be really awkward, but you'll feel better afterwards. Like, that's as simple as it can go, man. Ask for someone's name. Man. When you go to the gas station and buy a Mountain Dew or whatever, talk to the person, the cashier, and ask for their name at the end of the conversation. Just be like, oh, hey, I'm Zach. By the way, what was your name? And they'll give you your name. And 90% of the time you'll feel really good going out of that conversation because you're like, man, I made like a real connection. And then you can go back into that gas station the next day and be like, oh, what's up, Eric? Whatever. You know?
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
That's a big one too.
Sure.
And that starts a whole dialogue. Like,
yeah, and then that builds it in your head.
Like, for sure, man. You know, and it's the same way, bro. Like, if you admire somebody, right? Like, if you admire somebody and you're within reach of this person, whether it's by phone or email or maybe y'all work together or something like that, and you admire them for any reason, a lot of people are scared to talk to them, right? Like, say anything to them. How is he gonna feel about this? Stuff like that. And it's just like, what is the worst that could happen?
They'll say no. Like, that's it. That's the worst that can happen.
That's it.
Then how you react to that is going to like really prove how your mental toughness journey is going. If you get all upset because you ask a girl for her phone number and she says no, like, maybe she doesn't like you. Maybe she doesn't think you're attractive. Maybe she just doesn't want to give you her number. Like, deal with it and move on. You're going to live. Everything will be fine. And if she does say yes, like, man, chalk that up as a win and text her later.
Yeah.
Either way, you'll feel better.
Dude, I don't...
100%.
Real quick, without trying to get too far off topic, I don't think dudes realize just how many women there are. I mean,
you don't get caught up.
Man.
like they get rejected by one and just be like, that's the end of the world. You know, it's just like, no, not at all, man. Like,
not at all. Not even close.
Not even close. I won't get too much into it, but it's for sure. But that's what it is. That's what brass tacks. What it is. You know, like people are afraid to speak up. You know, people are have so many insecurities. And then I love what you said earlier, man. I kind of want to go back to it when you were talking about, because I'm so passionate about the whole be yourself. I'm so passionate about it because literally in Healthy, we have this conversation all the time, Healthy and I, and I'm like, dude, people have to be themselves while they're streaming. And I think I might have said it in a podcast one day. I was like, one of these days, one of these bigger streamers, whatever, whether a partner or something, gonna post a video about or send a tweet out about how they're depressed because they feel like they can't be themselves while they're streaming because they don't know if the community's gonna like them.
Yeah. Exactly.
And literally like 2 weeks ago, a partner streamer that a lot of people know posted a video about how he felt like he couldn't be himself because he thinks people are gonna find that he's weird or something like that. And it's just like, that's why it's so like fronting. I heard Gary actually say this, like fronting leads to depression. Whether like you're
100%.
acting like you have a bunch of money on social media or something like that, or acting
like
it's
rent
person. Money. Facts. It's literally like your life savings. But acting like something you're not, like having to put on that, that metaphorical mask before you start streaming or something like that. So many streamers do it, and it's just like to sustain that mentally, it's not sustainable because eventually you're gonna get to the point where, okay, somebody might say something very nice about you on Twitter or something like that, or in your chat, and then you sit back, it's just like, that's not me. Like, that's just the act that I'm putting on. Exactly. I don't know if they would like me if I be myself, and then it's just a downward spiral. So I completely agree. Being yourself is the key. If you're boring, it's okay. There's so many other boring people who will watch you.
Man, I think I'm boring when I stream, and there was plenty of people that would watch me. It was just like a normal conversation when I get mad at PUBG.
Super interesting or anything like that. But I'm myself, and that's with the whole burnout thing. That's why one of the reasons why I love streaming so much is just to be able to set the whole deal up and hit go live and just talk like how I would talk to, somebody I know in the real world, laugh and, cut up and have a good time. And the feedback is right there. Your chat is right there. It's awesome, man. Like I can never get burnt out with streaming. Like numbers don't dictate whether or not I stream. Like if I have 1 viewer or 20 viewers or 5, numbers don't discourage me, because understanding how long this game is, and when you meet genuine connections, genuine, relationships, like healthy, like you, Mud Pies, it's like I've already won.
Yeah, exactly. Because you made friends, man.
Exactly, man. And
we're spread out from each other.
Yeah, bro.
Canada, Texas, Washington.
Washington, that's a nice
we're all over the place.
Exactly. So I think the whole, perspective thing is very, misconstrued. And when it really comes down to it, if your goal is to be a partner, I'm not saying you can't do it. Like somebody posted a tweet a while back about how there's, a couple million streamers and like 27,000, partners. And I posted a tweet and I was like,
I love those odds.
I literally couldn't love those odds more.
Yeah.
When you really break it down, just real quick, when you really break it down, out of those 2 million streamers, right? Out of those 2 million streamers, how many of them is just making a Twitch account and streaming 1 or 2 times and never streaming again?
Tons.
Yeah.
At least 15%, but you're looking at 2 million. That's 300,000 streamers.
Exactly, right? And then you've got streamers that, don't use a camera, which I'm not saying there are streamers that don't use a camera, but like don't use a camera and never look at their chat if somebody comes in. Like what number is that?
Yeah.
So it's narrowing down that, anybody can hit the go live button on the console, but like you said, it's so much more than that if you're actually trying to make this something. And when it really comes down to it, it's WORK.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Spell it backwards
100%.
and forwards. Like they don't want to put in the work after they see what it's really about, bro.
No. Like one thing on that. Oh, go ahead, John.
Oh no, I didn't have anything to say.
One thing about that you just mentioned, where people just like hit go live and then don't look at their chat or anything. So my brother is like really good at fighting games, like Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Super Smash Brothers, like top ranked in the world, top 100 at every fighting game that he plays in the world, every game, every time. And I talked to him about streaming, and I went to his house a while back and helped him set up his stream and everything like that. And he doesn't stream with a cam. He doesn't stream with a mic. It's just Street Fighter playing, and he doesn't really look at chat. He'll occasionally look at it and like type something in the chat bar. But he texted me like a week later, and he was like, "Yo, Zach, I got 8 views." And I was like, "That's dope, dude. You had 8 viewers at once?" And he's like, "No, I had 8 views over the week. That's so cool." And it's like that his perspective of being stoked on 8 views on a week. People will be upset to have 8 viewers at one time.
Facts.
Yeah.
And he was stoked over 8 views over the course of like 4 streams. He was pumped.
That's
I think like the perspective on him. He's doing it for fun, and so that way he can like, he can show off his skills.
Dude,
exactly.
That's
just enjoyed it.
Like when people really sit down and think about it, somebody is taking time out of their day, out of all the 2.2 whatever million streamers there are.
Yeah,
they're taking time out of their day to go to your stream. Like, I don't care if it's for a second, 30 minutes, if they stay the whole stream, if they lurk, whatever. If they retweet you on Twitter, somebody's taking time out of the day to do that. There's so many people that don't appreciate that. And like, it's gratitude. And so many people don't have it. Listen, like, your community is everything. We're not anything without the community.
Yeah, 100%.
The people that value their community the most are going to win. You know, like the community comes first. Period. And when you try to take advantage of the community, when instead of you trying to give, all you're trying to do is siphon, whether it's, you know, the attention, money, whatever, like people will figure that out. You know, like you trying to fool the viewers, cool. People are going to find that out and catch on. So, like, when I see somebody hit partner, like, my first instinct, I'm like, dude, congratulations. Like, you deserved it.
Yeah.
Who am I to say you didn't deserve it? You know? Yeah. Like, we had Green Dumpling on the show a couple weeks ago. And
I saw that.
He was saying a couple people were hating on him because he got partner in X amount of months or something like that. And I'm just like, he deserved it. It's a value exchange, right?
Yeah, you should be stoked that somebody gets partnered. Like, you should always be excited whether you like them or not. Because you can follow your way to affiliate, but you cannot follow your way to partnership.
Yeah,
like it just won't happen. You got to work to become a partner. Some people work harder than others, but you got to work no matter what.
That's what it really comes down
100%.
You guys both love Gary Vee. Like, he always talks about he wants the biggest tower in New York City. But he wants to get the biggest tower in New York City by building the biggest tower, not by ripping everybody else's towers down.
Exactly.
Like, kudos for building the building, but mine's going to be bigger. Just focus on yourself and stay in your lane and be self-aware and stop worrying about what other people do. Because that shit doesn't matter.
There's definitely a lot of that going on, is worrying about, you know, like, it's insecurities, right? You know, like you can run your stream however you want to, but if Healthy comes to my stream, or Mud Pies, or somebody random, I don't even know, comes into my stream and is talking and just like, all right, like, cool talking to you, I'm gonna go stream. Like, there's people that get genuinely upset with that. For me, it makes me laugh when people get upset for a couple reasons. So you're telling me you got somebody watching you in your channel that's been watching you for however long, a couple weeks, a few months, sometimes years, depending on how long you've been streaming. So you're telling me that you're so insecure that you think a random person that comes into your chat and posts that they're about to go stream before they leave, you're so insecure. Do you think that your viewer that's been watching you for so much time is going to go leave you and watch their stream?
Yeah,
it's absolutely ridiculous. That's what it really comes down to. The whole, like, don't promote my channel and stuff like that. Like, sure, there's a respect, you know, involved with that, but it really comes down to a lot of it's ego and insecurity, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And
100%.
If people realize that this table, like, we can't see the borders of this table. There's so much room for so many people to sit and eat, and people think that this streamer's stealing viewers from me and stuff like that. It's so petty and, quite frankly, childish.
Yeah.
Like, as big as Twitch is, it's still, like, so small. Like, it's gonna get so much bigger.
Yeah, it's like a high school, like, little clique kind of thing. Getting mad over nothing like that.
1,000%, man. And the reality is, like, if you're good and people like you, they're gonna come watch you.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Like, I don't want to get into politics here, but, like, I'm a fan of the free market. And I look at Twitch as being like a free market. Like, if you have a better stream, you have a better quality stream, you're more entertaining, or your gameplay is better, people will watch you. But if someone promotes in my channel and they're a better streamer than me, I can either get pissed off about it and freak out on them, or I can just improve my own channel to the point where anyone who left my channel will come back. So, like, oh, well, you know, Mud's way more entertaining. So if you want to post your link, well, probably not links, but if you self-promote, I do not care at all. I will promote people in my stream. Like, if I like who's streaming, I'll promote people all day long, just because it's like, if you like them better, then I got to step up my game.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. That's a cool mindset to have. I really like that. What do you guys think about streamers who just don't even acknowledge their chat? Like, if they'll be scrolling through their chat, talking to their friends or whatever, and they'll see somebody else's comment, and then they'll just skip over it.
I see that a lot, and I think it's like wrong.
Seen some people do that.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of often, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think it's strange, and like if they're your friend, I mean, they might have your phone number. Like if you were streaming and I wanted to bug you about something, John, I'm gonna Snapchat you, dog. I'm gonna Snapchat you like 8 times in a row, just to get your attention.
Yeah.
Like on chat though, focus on other people, man. Like I'm not here to take up all your time. You're streaming. You got to build those connections. I mean, I'm on your podcast, so we already have a connection. I think that people don't focus on that enough.
No, literally. And like pardon me, go ahead, Pat.
No, go ahead, brother.
No, you go ahead, man. Don't worry about it.
Literally, like 90% of my stream is on the pause menu talking to the chat. We were talking about that the other day, and Mama's got a gun. She broke it down and what my stream consists of. You know, my rooster ranting and like the pause menu. Like, you know, and I realized I was doing it, you know, because I'm a horrible multitasker. But if somebody's like playing a game, if somebody's talking, I pause the game and I talk because the community is first, and I'm much more interested in that.
Yeah, I sat in your stream one time and you never even played the game. Start to finish, you were just in Far Cry pause menu for like 2 hours straight.
Dude, was that the night that you get to like 10 subs?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
yeah. You remember that night, bro?
Yeah,
that night was legendary, man. Forget Far Cry, man. What's going on?
Yeah. No, John did that the same thing just the other night too. You were playing. It was when you drank that disgusting drink.
Oh,
you were in the Fortnite menu the whole time. Didn't even play.
Orange juice and rye.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, and it was like warm orange juice too.
You choked it down like a champ.
What was it called?
It was just orange juice and rye.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I ever came up with a name for it. I can't remember.
Nah, you didn't. I told you though, Crown Royal and Sprite. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Oh man, the last chick I dated, Crown Royal and Sprite. That was her. Crown Apple. Crown Apple. And Sprite. That was her jam. It's pretty good.
Man. Nah, it is good. Could be dangerous.
Can't be dangerous. Easy. Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly.
Oh man. Yeah. That's no, getting back to that whole thing, like I know it's like made me mad. I've literally unfollowed people over it. Like I'll be scrolling through and I'll message people like 4 or 5 times in the chat at like different intervals in the chat, and they're talking to people, they're looking at their chat. They'll look at my like whatever question, or I'll be like, hey, what's up, how's the stream going, and they'll like skip right over it.
Yeah,
I was like like
no, unfollow.
If you're not gonna sit and engage, like what's the point of me following you? There's nothing there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But
I don't know, I think it's strange, dude. Like that was one thing that I would pride myself in on my stream. Like my biggest strength in my stream was interacting with my chat while still playing the game. Like just being, I wasn't good, man. I just got my first solo PUBG win like a week ago. I was stoked. But
hey, congrats, bro.
Thank you. But I would play and I would focus on the game, but I could focus on chat too. And like if someone said something, peripherals, I'd pick it up and I'd respond instantly. And it didn't matter if they were a friend or some new person, man. You gotta talk to them because that's the whole reason why they're there. I mean, I'll watch like huge streamers like Choco Taco or Shroud. Choco's got 4,000 and Shroud's got 45,000, but I don't talk in the chat. They're not gonna look at it anyways. I just watch for watch for the gameplay. But when you're watching somebody smaller, like those chat interactions are what make the whole thing worthwhile.
Man, it's interesting you bring that up because me and Pat have been like kind of talking about that. Like once you hit like a certain point, whether it's like Twitch partner or even like over that, where you're having like 45,000 people watching you at a time.
Mm-hmm.
How do you still have that community engagement? Like, what would your opinion be on that? How would somebody tackle that?
So, like, personally, Choco Taco, who's my favorite streamer, he does custom games where subs can play with him, play against him in these, like, you know, it's a 100-man battle royale on PUBG, and you can get into his game. I know that he has really good mods. If you have a question, they'll answer your question.
Nice.
One time, Choco Taco liked one of my tweets. That was crazy. I was pumped.
No way.
I think that he just does a good job of, like, talking to the fans, being himself, and then people, like, the opportunity to be able to play with him is cool. I got killed by Choco Taco one time, and, like, donated bits to him, or donated like $5 so he would read it. And I was like, you just killed me in Picado or something like that. And he was like, oh, you know, and he made a joke about it. But he doesn't have to look at his chat the whole time to do that. Like, he can interact in other ways through content, I think is a big one. Through those custom games that he does probably 2 or 3 times a week. And then
for sure.
Like his friendly interactions with like stream snipers, because like Shroud won't look at his chat a lot of times, never checks his chat, doesn't read donations, but he's insanely good at whatever game he plays. That's the only reason why I watch Shroud. It's just because his skill level is crazy. He can drop somewhere and get 10 kills in a minute, 10 kills in 2 minutes, and it's insane to watch. But Choco is like an interaction the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Two totally different dynamics of streaming right there. Yeah, that's really interesting.
But I watched Choco Taco because he gave tips while he played. Like, he would explain, like, run into a building and open the door the opposite way, so that way you don't get hung up on it and you have a better angle. And it was like, those were little things that I picked up from him. Shroud will sometimes just clear an entire town without speaking. He won't say a word. But you're, like, intrigued because he's so good.
Yeah.
And then you just, like, naturally attracts people. Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't that dude like he was an esports player and then he quits his stream, right?
Yeah, he played CSGO like recently before he retired from that. He played for Cloud9.
Yeah, I was reading something about that. He was like incredibly good. Like that also goes like to self awareness, right? Like, usually if somebody wants to see like really good gameplay, they're gonna watch the people that do really good gameplay. You know, 1,000%. So if they're going to a smaller streamer, it's all you know, personality, value, you know, what do you give that they enjoy that the next streamer doesn't? And as far as engagement is so key. Like, you hadn't seen somebody in a while, they come into the chat, you ask them about them, how they been. Like, if you know something personal about them, like, how's school going? You know, you still working out.
Pass your final. All that.
And when it's genuine and not forced, you know, they can always feel that.
Exactly.
And, you know, people like that, Slightly Salty was on the show a few weeks back. Like, he's awesome about that. Like, you go into a stream and he does something funny, and then he'll get personal with you. You know, it's why he's doing so well. You know, like, and like you said, when you see somebody that you know that's doing well, how can you do anything but be happy for him?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, people want
like, if they're a real friend, you're gonna care.
Exactly, man. Like, I want to see him win for sure. Go do it, man. You got my support.
Exactly.
100%.
Not like I'm a big streamer or anything, but I say all the time, like, you know, if you want to, you can tag me. I tell Healthy, if you want to, you can tag me. I might not be able to make it to your stream if I'm at work or something, but I can at least retweet it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and a retweet can be huge.
It can be, you know, at the right time, the right person sees it. For sure, bro. Like, I was talking about
at some point I did that, like, how far your Twitter reach is, and I don't know how to stop it, but it does it like once a week. and someone likes it and I see it, and it's like I only have like 400 followers, but there's like a 18,000 person reach. Like one solid retweet. All you got, I mean, it doesn't take anything to retweet. If you follow someone, it's probably because you like them. Like you enjoy their content, you enjoy their tweets. Just like it. Just like their tweet or retweet their tweet. And who cares if you spam someone else's timeline and you lose them? Because who knows? Maybe that'll help you out. Maybe they'll start doing it to you. I have one person on there on my Twitter. Her name's I'm Nancy. I've never had like a legitimate interaction with her. And she likes almost every single tweet that I have. Likes and retweets constantly. And it's dope. And it's like I know her because she retweets and likes my stuff. I don't think I've had like a full conversation with her, maybe like hey, thanks for the follow, that kind of thing. But I know who she is more than I could probably only name like 40 followers off the top of my head. And I've had interactions with most of them, but she's one that I just know because she likes and retweets everything. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like sure. Completely unrelated to gaming.
No. It's the same thing. It goes hand in hand. Like, yeah. We were talking about this the other day, Healthy. Like, we know somebody that, I can say I've had a conversation with her. Not voice to voice or anything, but kind of like on Twitter and stuff like that. But same. Yeah. That literally seems like she likes and retweets. It seems like every tweet. Yeah. And I'm just like, so many people feel like that's not support. I'm like, you idiot. Like, it is support. You don't realize, like, that's a lot of tweets, bro.
That's a lot of stuff to like.
That's for sure. And constant. And she does the same thing to Healthy. And it's just like, I thank her every time I see her. People like that. You value everybody. You value everybody in the community, whether they
of course
work in or whatever. But like people like that, they're are doing the extra. It's like, if I can do anything for you, like please, like let me know. I talk about giving without. Well, we talk about giving without expectation all the time.
Yeah,
but I tell Healthy and a bunch of other people. I mean, you too, Mud Pies. Sure, I believe that, but at the same time, if you do something kind for me, I don't like. If there's something I can do, ask me. Like, going back to what I was saying earlier, what am I gonna say? The worst I can say is no.
Yeah, exactly.
Like either way, it's all love.
Yeah.
I was telling that Healthy. If you like whatever, if right now, if you're like, man, shout me out right now, I would not look at you different. I would not look at you any different. I'm like, shoot, that's my boy.
Man, I pull up Twitter.
Heck yeah. Like, shout out my boy. Like I want to see you win.
For sure.
And people just gravitate towards, no, I'm not going to do that because this is about me. This is my deal. And I'm not going to let so-and-so steal my shine, what I have going on. And that attitude is such a loser mindset.
Like,
it's a loser mentality, dude.
Like you lose before you start.
For sure, bro. Like the ones who give the most win the most.
Yeah.
Yep. And 100% they do.
Like people default to hate or how did he get partner? How did she get partner? Like people so many people default to that. And even the really successful streamers just hate on them. Like Ninja was an esports player. Like he's been playing competitively for years.
Bro, he streamed for 7 years. Like he's been streaming for 7 years before he played with Drake. And he was big before that, but Drake is what sent him overboard.
Exactly, sent him to the moon. Like, how can
7
you say
years
that he didn't put it? Like he literally laid the foundation.
Year
after year after year, man. Like, those
he was playing Halo competitively since before Halo 3. I think Halo 3 came out in 2007. So since 2004, 2005, Ninja's been playing. That's a 14-year grind to get to where he's at right now.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's perspective though.
It is. Yeah. It really is.
For sure.
Like he recognized the end goal. He wanted to do it. I watched another thing about Ninja, about him being in college, and he stopped streaming for a while and just focused on college, and then he got back into it. And it's a grind, but you just got to be self-aware and be strong enough to recognize in your head that if you can do it, you can do it. And if you can't do it, you got to recognize that you can't do it and find a different lane.
Yeah. It's
And
coming
he
back
knew
to
his
that
lane.
self-awareness, right?
Yeah,
That's
all of it, self-awareness.
All of it. That's exactly what it is, man. Like, not everybody's meant. You know, we talk about that too. I'm like, man, I can dribble basketball I want. I'm not LeBron. I'll never be LeBron.
Yeah.
I'll never be like, I'll never be Kobe or even an average point guard. You know, like that's not what I've been given. Like, and I'm fine with that, you know, but so many people that, let's say they want to get into music, they want to be a singer, they can't sing. Little do they know they're supposed to be a producer.
Exactly.
Know? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not supposed to be in that field at all, but instead of being a NBA player, maybe you're supposed to, you know, go to school and be, you know, get into sports medicine. Like,
yes, I was just gonna say that.
So it's all about that, you know.
Man, I know you guys both love Gary Vee. I always bring him up with you too, but he says the same thing. He's always like, you know, you think I don't want to be the damn quarterback of the Jets? No, instead I'm just gonna own the Jets. Like, if you can't be the quarterback, own the Jets. If you can't be LeBron, I don't know, man. Figure out some way to do it. I mean, even if you volunteer to be a ball boy, like, how many people do you know that have dapped up LeBron? Probably not a lot.
Right.
But you have.
For sure.
Take that as a win.
That's true. That's
another thing. Back on sports, you said it earlier, and it like made me think of it. When people see someone get partnered and they're like, you know, why not me? Why not me? You can look at that and ask that same question and have two different outcomes. Like Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seahawks, he always says, why not us? But it's not like, you know, oh, why not us? That sucks. It's like, why couldn't we do it? And then we went to the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl against the Broncos. Same mentality. Why not us? Went back and lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots, but went to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row with that same mentality. Like, one game at a time. He always talked about 1-0. Like, if you look at your stream with that same mindset, you know, last stream I had 15 viewers, and then this one I have 3 viewers. Look at it that like 1-0 mentality. Every stream is a new stream. And don't worry about the last one. Just focus on your numbers for this one. If you get 5 viewers on an average, then whatever, man. That's better than 0. 5 people would barely fit in my bedroom right now. If they were standing behind me watching my computer, I'd be pumped. 15 people definitely wouldn't fit in my room. But, I mean, we could try. I fit 7 dudes in a porta potty. That's a weird way to say that, but yeah. Whatever.
Hey, that's true though, bro. Like, that's so true. That it really is. I love the way you put that. Like, more people
shout out to Russell Wilson.
Should, you know, feel that way. Undersized quarterback, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know,
everyone had something to say about him.
Exactly, but when you get to that level, like, you hear that all your whole life. I mean, you stay in your own head. Block out all that noise. That's the reason why he's successful.
He had perspective, man, and now he's married to Sierra. Good Lord, she is beautiful.
Yeah.
Man.
Who?
Sierra.
I don't know who this is.
You don't know who Sierra is or Russell Wilson?
I don't know who this is. All right, hold on. I gotta look this up. We gotta find
Just look up Sierra and Missy Elliott. You're in for a treat.
Sierra and Miss Elliott.
Missy Elliott. Right. Pretty sure they got a song together.
I don't know who Sierra is. Y'all don't jam Sierra up in the Saka
in Canada.
What do you say? Saskatoon. What are you?
Saskatoon.
Saskatoon.
Dang. Saskatchewan, but
Saskatchewan. I was close.
Saskatchewan.
Man.
Yeah, you look up pictures?
Yeah, man, I looked up some pictures.
Oh, man.
He said, I gotta do that now. I can't wait. That's funny, man. Shoot, man. We've been going for an hour and almost an hour and 30.
Really?
Went by quick.
It always does, bro. I'm telling you. It always does. Quick. Man, Man, we gotta throw some salutes. Elastic Panda, hey dudes, I gotta get to bed. Keep up the good work. Much love, everyone. EP, salute, man. Thank you so much for that raid, bro. I really appreciate that raid. Thank you so much, man. Have a great night. Sev, text my man. What's up, Sev? Appreciate you being here, bro. How you doing, dude? Gamer Dad said, if you want to be selfish, helping others is like investing in stocks. Cash in when they get successful.
Oh man, that is true.
That's true. It's really true.
I gotta ask you a question. Your name, like your Twitch name, is Mud Pious?
Yeah, Mud Pious.
For some reason, I've been calling you Mud Pies.
Mud Pies. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, Amber.
Bro.
For the last, 2 months.
Man, Mud Pies. Yo, I'm fine with that, though. I get Mud Plus a lot. I don't really see how Mud Plus comes up, but I get Mud Plus all the time. Mud Pious is the most common. And it's the worst. I'll be in, someone's stream. I'll say something to them, and they're like, oh, what's up, Mud Pious? Mud Pious? Did I say that right? And I'm like, yeah, the second one. And they're like, okay, Mud Pious. Mud Pious.
I actually got it right, bro, the first time.
You did. I was impressed.
I was surprised because I butcher names every stream. So I was surprised I got it right. Ambu, man, salute, dude. Appreciate those 10 bits. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, my name is Zach. My mom, when I was little, used to call me Zacharias Mud Pious. So it just stuck throughout.
Ever since he told me that story, I say that all the time. Like when I say your name in my head, I'm saying Zacharias Mud Pious.
Yeah, man, it helps you. Man. It helps you out. Helps you remember.
For sure. Oh man, I can't believe I've been saying that for that long, man.
Man, way to go! Just ruined it. Ruined all my credibility, reputation.
Can you plug your boy in this chat? Accents make it hard for me.
Mud Pious. Mud Pious. I don't know.
Mud Plus.
Mud Plus. Mud Plus is so common, man. I hate it.
Oh, okay. I got you. They think the I's a L.
Yeah. See, when it's like that, I can see it.
Yeah.
I need to change my color, man. You can't even see my name.
For sure.
I didn't know you could change your color.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a default.
Oh, what? It didn't work.
Oh, yeah, it did. On my end.
Is it blue now?
Yeah, it's blue. I didn't know that.
Okay, tight.
For Mud?
Yeah.
The chat?
Came as hey, Mud Plus. Hey,
thank you, Gamer Dads. I appreciate that.
Oh, man.
Dude, don't mind Gamer Dads, man.
Man.
He's
Mud Plus.
He's still upset that he's not from Australia. He's from New Zealand.
Oh, man. New Zealand is wild, dude. I need to go to New Zealand. That place looks crazy.
I heard it's really awesome.
Dude, hold one second. I need to look this thing up.
Yeah. I've had people telling me that's the place to visit.
Yo, look up a Himalayan tahr. Like Himalayan TAHR. These things are the craziest looking creatures I have ever seen in my life. It's like a goat that looks like a bear with a lion's mane. Wild. Those are in New Zealand.
Himalayan tahr. Real quick.
Himalayan tahr. So I'm getting your guys' podcast.
Oh, yeah. I seen one at the zoo, actually. I went to the zoo this summer, I think in June. And I think I know
what was there.
They're weird, yeah.
Dude, they're terrifying. They're crazy, and those things are in New Zealand, and people hunt them. It's crazy.
That's nuts, bro. I've never seen that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's New Zealand.
That's how y'all get down in New Zealand.
I guess so.
The world.
There's some New Zealand streamer out there that has a big ass Himalayan tahr walking on the back of his recliner. He's like, dude, a long lost twin.
Yeah, hey, I gotta check that dude out.
Yeah, we'll find his Twitch link.
Instant sub, tier 3. Tier 3 sub for that dude right there.
Man, if I see that. If you see him, shout him out to me.
I will, man. I got you.
Come into my channel and self-promote him, please.
I will. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm literally gonna go in there and self-promote and leave.
Yeah. Drop links.
Yeah.
What's up, the hodgepodge? I just want to see the Shire. What's that?
Man, from Lord of the Rings? Come on, Pat.
Dude, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings like in 10 years, brother.
Well, the
Yeah,
hobbits
me
live in the
neither.
Shire.
The Hobbits?
The hobbits live in the Shire.
Oh, yeah. I need to refresh on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Big
man.
time. I remember I like that dude who used the bow. What was his name? Don't tell me.
Okay. All right.
I know it.
You got to
I
work
know
it
it.
through.
I know his name, man.
Someone's going to say it in chat.
I forgot. You can tell me.
Man, Legolas.
Legolas. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that.
No.
I thought I knew it. I didn't know it.
Nah.
Jeopardy theme plays. Lord of the Rings stuff is 1 hour south of me.
Man.
Like where they
Never
filmed
been
it?
there.
That's pretty cool.
Leg lost and Mud Plus taking over PUBG.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely want to play PUBG, bro.
Man, anytime. I'm telling you, just hit me up. We'll get down.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Mhm.
So you say you play on Xbox? You don't have a PlayStation, do you?
I do not, and I like pretty much never play on my Xbox. It's
Yeah.
too difficult now. Like I'm so used to mouse and keyboard that playing anything on Xbox is excruciating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Red Dead comes out next Friday.
Oh,
And,
26,
yeah.
Boy.
That's just gonna
Yeah.
take over the stream.
yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
wait, man. It's gonna be. I can't wait for that game. Really
That's
That's
gonna
crazy.
be sweet.
I'm kind of confused with the whole multiplayer deal. I think they said it's not. It is gonna be beta, but not when the game first comes out. I think like a week or two afterwards. But
Is it going to be
Okay.
similar to like GTA Online?
yeah. But they say it's supposed to be like crazy. So
Man,
Should-
as
should-
long
should
as
be
I'm
fun.
allowed to throw lasso around somebody and drag it behind my
heck
horse.
Yeah, man. I get to play with heck yeah, bro. We gotta play. You gonna get it?
I think so. I'm gonna have to. I love the
Yeah.
first one.
Oh, dude,
Dude, the
that's
first
dope.
one was
we can
insane.
play.
Heck
First one was
yeah.
insane.
We can posse up. We can saddle
Mhm.
up.
Oh yeah.
Only
Podge.
seriously though, guys, this was a great podcast. I'm still new to streaming, and it was really informative and motivational for me. Oh, bro, much love, man. Much love. Appreciate
Seriously,
that,
man.
dude. We had a great
Good
guest
luck too.
We had a
Yo,
really
thank you
good
guys for
guest.
having me on here. This was amazing, dude. Since I
Oh
was like
man.
17, I wanted to be on a podcast because I was watching Joe Rogan, and I was like, man, life goal be on a podcast with Joe Rogan. But your favorite Texan and that healthy kid, next best thing.
Close second.
Close second, very
Dude.
close second. Very close.
Oh shoot, pretty dude. It was literally like it was a pleasure, really ours, bro.
It was.
I've
Man, it
been
was
wanting to
a
have
good
you
one.
on here for a minute, man.
Mm.
Like your takes were fire. I have to go back and clip some of them.
Yeah.
Well, we've had DMs, bro. Like I love your mindset, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I really do. Grizzly Goddess, how are you doing?
What up, Megan?
Oh, isn't that yeah?
Yeah.
What's up,
Okay.
Megan?
Good. Legend.
That's actually cool. She stepped in.
Yeah, man. What was I gonna say, man? There's all sorts of things that I could say for like mental toughness too, but a lot of them are like really extreme, and I'm not necessarily the kind of person that likes to ease into anything. Like if I'm gonna do something, I'm trying to go head first.
Yeah.
So, but there's like a lot of things that you can do to make you mentally stronger outside of Twitch, but that will help you like not get discouraged when you see low average viewers or low viewers or low chat interactions or somebody being more successful than you, but they're like kind of extreme. Like I did that fast, and I was talking to John about it, like a 48-hour fast, just water, coffee, and tea, and it was absolutely insane. But you don't got to do 2 days worth of it, but you can do like 16 hours. Just don't eat. Sleep at night for 8 hours, whatever you sleep at night. Wake up. Like I eat between I eat between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. That's it.
Nice.
So between 6 p.m. and 10 a.m. I don't eat at all.
Yeah.
But then it's not bad. Yeah, intermittent fasting, exactly. Right. But that builds up your mental toughness right there, just because like people want to eat all the time and you get bored. So if you're intermittent fasting, you can't be bored and eat because it will break the fast. So you got to be mentally strong enough to get past that. You got to be mentally strong enough in the morning to like function, go to work, do whatever, not eating breakfast. And then it's just like it's little things, man. You don't got to instantly go climb Mount Everest to get strong, but just do like some baby steps, some little tiny things that put you out of your comfort zone that will build that. Like go run.
And discipline.
Yeah, if you can run a half a mile and that's it before you stop, like that's a half a mile more than you ran yesterday. So just do it.
I even try and like take cold showers in the morning.
Yeah.
Like that.
Does it work?
Wakes you right up, I'll tell you what.
It does. It definitely does, dude. I take cold showers anyways, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man. For sure, bro. Like, for me personally, like, I don't know, like waking up super early in the morning, every day, that works for me. After this like podcast, like I've got to go out like and play in the mud because it's been raining for like the past couple weeks. I gotta go out and play in the mud and with some animals around and stuff like that. It's just like for me, like that works for me, like on the mental toughness side. You know, whether it's hot, cold, like animals want to eat. Like,
they gotta
eat. You know, so go out and do it. Like I'm not gonna complain.
Man, that's a big one. I think waking up early, that's like the number one thing you can do. Another thing, like listen to positive motivational people. Like I don't know if you guys follow them at all. Listen to Gary Vee, listen to David Goggins, listen to Jocko Willink. Listen to these people who like motivate you to do things. Jocko takes a picture of his watch every day at like 4:00 in the morning. It'd be like 4:32 and he's awake doing some crazy workout. Like every single day on Instagram he posts it. And that's
David's
motivating.
Insane, man. David is insane. Is he like 40 years old?
Yeah. So that dude is crazy. He was in the Air Force. He's 43 years old. He's in the Air Force, got out, worked as a pest control for a long time, got like extremely, extremely overweight, and then wanted to be a Navy SEAL and went and became a Navy SEAL and then started running ultra marathons. And he ran one marathon that was 100 miles. You have to do it in under 24 hours. Didn't train at all. And like 70 miles in, he was like pissing blood, had shit all over himself, thought he was done. Still managed to run the remaining, 30 miles. And he did it in like 19 hours. And like, that's all mental toughness, dude. There's no amount of
1,000%.
anything that's pure mental toughness.
Dude, facts, bro. Facts.
Like, listen to those kind of people.
Exactly.
Yo, one thing though,
huge.
Gaming Dads just said one really good thing. His hiding the view count is just lying to yourself. Just be happy. If you see 0 or 1 viewer, got to be mentally strong to stream. Because that's true, man. Like, there's certain things I don't like that are like very uncommon opinions. I don't like hiding the view count. Like he said, that's lying to yourself. I don't like, like it's one thing to lurk if I'm just watching you. Like sometimes I'll watch Twitch on my TV and I don't have chat open because I'm on the TV, on like the smart TV. But I'll just watch. But if you pull 28 tabs open, like you're just providing false hope for someone that will never actually see you in their stream. So like even you guys who like I consider pretty good friends, no offense to you, but I wouldn't drop a lurk because it's just a fake view. It might as well be a bot. In my opinion, that's how I see it. Like if I'm going to watch you, I'm going to interact, or if I can't, I'm just going to actually watch and enjoy it. But if you're dropping lurks for people, it's probably because you don't necessarily like their content. You might like them as a person, but you don't like their content.
But I don't know. I like if I'm at work or something like that, like if I've got to go out and like maybe check something or whatever, I'll turn on a lurk, right? Yeah. It's more from a perspective for me. It's if somebody's too busy to actually go and sit and watch and engage in the chat or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they'll go and drop a lurk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like the reality is, a lot of people that lurk like stream themselves, and a lot of them are streaming at the same time that you stream, right? I mean, I can think of about 10 off the top of my head that might drop me a lurk while I'm streaming. We stream at the same time, like
you don't really have a choice in that.
You know what I mean? Like, what can that person do? For me personally, it's just like, ooh, like he's streaming, whatever. Like I don't expect anything for him to still want to use some of his download speed to send me an alert. I appreciate it. I think that for the wrong person, they can view it as false hope, like you were saying. Like if somebody's trying to push to whatever affiliate or something like that, and somebody and they just have straight lurkers with no people really that have been there before that actually enjoy their content, for sure. But yeah, for me, off the top of my head, bro, I can't say I have any one person. I mean, and I don't know how people truly feel, but I don't think I have any one person that lurks me that hasn't said before that they love watching me, but they have something else going on.
I mean, I see all those sides for sure.
I see, your perspective of it too. I don't know, like as far as I was just glancing at the chat. For the lurk for lurk deal, I don't get into any nonsense like that. I don't do the for anything like follow for lurk. Somebody was joking the other day. They were like, dono for dono. Yeah, dude.
Get that clout.
But I don't do any nonsense like that. But for sure, man, I appreciate the love because I'm self-aware enough to know that if I've got 2 or 3 people lurking me, that as far as a view count deal. For sure, I never turn mine off.
Is there even can you actually turn it off, or do you just have to cover it?
I don't know. I heard that you could turn it off in OBS somehow, I think. I really don't. I've never even looked into it because I don't care, as far as numbers wise. I just don't. 0 people, 1 people. Like I'm gonna stream. I'm still gonna talk. I don't know.
Have a good time.
Have fun. Yeah, it's what it's all about, man. You got to do something. Like when it starts feeling like a chore, you need to think about doing something else.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when you get burnt out. Like, oh shoot, should I stream today? I really don't feel like it. And then when that becomes instead of that happening, from you being really tired from a day of work to you doing that every week, you need to really sit down and look yourself in the mirror. Do you really want to do this?
Yeah, man, put it all down on paper.
For sure.
Man, I like saying that. Everyone's got some good stuff to say about the whole lurk thing. Like Hodgepodge made a good point. I mean, you could do that, which is one thing that I know. Sorry, when he tweets someone out, he'll always make sure to specify, don't just drop a like or a follow. I mean, watch them for a while and see if you actually enjoy them. Because I think a lot of people do that is they just, you get liked on Twitch, whatever, follow them back. And then that whole lurking thing comes into play. Because I've been in people's stream where they have, I'm the only one chatting and there's 20 people in there. Mm-hmm. And to me, I mean, it's one thing if you have someone, I'm at work right now, I'm going to leave a lurk up and then go do this and then I'll be back and I'll stop by and say hello. But when I sit in someone's stream the whole time they're streaming, 20 people, and there's only two of us chatting the whole time. It's like, to me, it just seems so weird to me.
Like,
I don't know. It's dependent on the person, the streamer themselves, but to me, it's strange. I don't even know how to describe it, man.
I mean, look, for me, like, there's people that are gonna come in, they're gonna watch you. They might watch you for years. They're never gonna say one word.
Yeah, it's true.
They might not feel comfortable or something like that. Because I've had a bunch of streams where it's like, whatever, 12, 15 people, and it's myself and maybe like 2 other people talking, and like the other 10 like didn't say they were lurking or anything.
Yeah.
And it's just people that are just watching. Like, what? For me, I just don't care. Like, I don't call out lurkers. And when I say call out lurkers, like people that are actually just like talk, like
like when they look at that little thing to see who's in your channel. I see you in there.
Yeah. I'm like that's weird, bro. Like, if you want to talk. If you want to hang out, bro. Like, I appreciate the love regardless. I don't care. Just don't care. Like, I can run my mouth plenty. I enjoy doing it. So, like, if you're finding me and running my mouth, what I'm gonna do. That's me.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about a bunch of food.
Whataburger.
And we're gonna talk about a bunch of Whataburger and barbecue.
Oh man.
Brisket.
Jalapeno sausage.
Jalapeno sausage.
Yeah.
You remember that, bro?
Remember everything.
Fire, bro. I'm telling you, I got you, man. When you come down, I got you. I'm gonna treat you to a jalapeno sausage sandwich, man.
You have no idea. Delicious, I need to go to Texas. I've never been to Texas. I was in Oklahoma for a while, but never got the chance to go to Texas. But it's like one of the top states I actually want to go to. I've been to Hawaii and California, so man.
Never been to Hawaii or California.
No.
Very nice.
TwitchCon 2019.
TwitchCon 2019? Question mark.
Question mark.
Plane ticket for plane ticket.
All right. Yeah, man. I've been seeing that a lot on the Twitter sphere. TwitchCon.
Yeah,
when is that due?
26th through 28th of this month.
How far is that from Washington?
San Jose? Yeah. It'd be like a 3-hour flight, but like to drive there.
Yeah.
It's only $127 flight to fly down there, and then the drive 13 hours.
Oh shoot!
Because it's right outside of San Francisco.
Yeah,
I was actually really, really tempted to go, but thank God I didn't, because I have to do Marine Corps stuff that exact weekend.
Ooh.
I'm gonna miss it all.
Yeah,
man, we get to go to the field, and it's cold and rainy in Washington right now.
That's the best.
Oh, it's gonna be like 40 degrees and pouring down rain the whole time. Can't wait.
Sounds like some good duck hunting weather.
Dude, I'm waiting for duck hunting right now. It's been too sunny. It's supposed to start raining on Tuesday. Dude, right now, like, the weather is so... Hey, Tim the Nerd, salute, man. Appreciate that host, brother. How you doing? Look, like, right now in Texas, the weather is so perfect for duck hunting, but we're a couple weeks out from opening day. Man, I think our opener was on Saturday. Yeah.
Really?
Saturday was our opener, and it goes until, I want to say, mid-January.
Yeah, ours starts in November, and then there's a break, and then there's a winter season in January. Same with Dove. Dove starts in September. That's what kicks off the hunting season.
It's Dove?
It's Dove, and then that goes, and then is a break, and then there's a winter dove season in January.
Man, we don't even have a dove season.
Yeah. Me neither.
Is that like, y'all see? Are they common?
No, not really. Like, our biggest seasons, we got goose, duck, pheasant, and forest grouse. I would say grouse is like one of the bigger ones.
Dude, I love geese. Like Canadian geese?
Then we got deer and moose where I'm from.
Yeah, Canadian geese.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to hunt pheasant. I want the feathers. Like, I want the feathers, man, so I can put in my hat. A pheasant hat that I actually harvested would be fire, bro.
That would be dope.
I really want like a red-tailed hawk feather because we have red-tailed hawks, but first of all, I would never shoot a red-tailed hawk, and it's illegal. But disclaimer. But if I saw one, we have some that hang around work sometimes, and I'll like go under the trees and see if they shed a tail feather. I haven't found one yet.
You just got to be really quick. Put a mouse in your hand with a leather glove, and when he flies down,
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take some planning, but you can do it.
I'll probably get slashed, man, about those big old talons. I want that bad.
If I get a pheasant, I'll send you one of the feathers.
Ooh, appreciate you, bro.
Got you.
Appreciate it. Let's see. Marine Corps is better than TwitchCon. Shaking my head.
I'm asking myself the same thing, dude.
Come to Iowa, man. We got the pheasants. Heck yeah. Okay. I know this. I learned this the other day. Iowa borders Oregon, right? To the east.
Oh, whoa.
No?
What?
No?
Bro, you talk Iowa?
Yeah, that's what I heard. It doesn't border Oregon? I thought I heard that Iowa borders Idaho.
Idaho. There we go.
Idaho. There we go.
Damn, bro. I was like, Iowa's in the Midwest.
Look,
Sorry, I chopped
like every Texan feels like it's Texas and then everything else. So
yeah, nothing else matters.
I is something, man.
Man, Idaho, yeah. Right. Southern Idaho borders Oregon.
Gotcha. Tomato. Let me not say that. I don't want to get somebody mad. Don't talk about my snake. This is about the only stream I sit up for. It's like 4:53 a.m. for me. I just wish I had enough time and energy to fit everyone I've met from streaming, and it gets to me sometimes. I always feel like I could and should be doing more. First of all, no, you're completely wrong about that part, bro. Like, for you to be here at all, Ambu, at 5 o'clock in the morning, dude, like that's
dedication,
dude. That's love. That's love right there. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Honored, man. Yes. Honored. Really happy to know you.
Thank you so much, Ambu.
Appreciate that, bro.
Hey, you shouldn't feel like you could do more, man. Doing anything is better than nothing.
It's true.
Yeah, man, you're good. I'm gonna buy you a globe, man. You can, but
yo, you got a geography quiz.
Like Texas is. Hey, hold on. Hey, Gamer Dad said, "What countries are north and south of USA? Redeem yourself."
Come on.
Oh man.
I actually
don't offend. Help you now.
I actually know this. Mexico is the south, and old Canada's the north.
Oh man.
There. I gotta switch to the smile cam real quick. There. So you know, Gaming Dads. As far as like going to Central South America, yeah. No.
Oh, this has been fun.
Hey, it's been a good time.
It's always fun, man. The North one doesn't matter. New Zealand doesn't matter.
Whoa.
Yo.
Offside.
Talk to him, man. Talk to this dude, man. Tell him. Tell him he's got a.
Tell him what's up.
He wishes he could be from Australia. Tell him.
You wish you could be from Canada.
Very passionate.
That's my smile cam.
Risco, what's up, brother? A lot of countries are south of the U.S. Yeah, I don't know. It's central, south. What I just walk into?
A lot. You walked into
a lot. Penalty on the play, roughing the passer. That's tough. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you right now. I didn't even know. What is it? Which one is it? Idaho or Iowa?
Idaho.
I don't freaking know. Like Idaho. I thought Idaho was like in the center somewhere. I didn't know it was that far west. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've been to Indiana before.
There's 52 states in.
You can't just say that.
No, just saying, bro. Like, Indiana was fire. It was a bunch of cornfields. I didn't see too much livestock in Indiana. It was a bunch of corn.
That doesn't surprise me.
Is that like common when you go further north? Is it like less livestock? I don't know. I know there's some like the Dakotas and stuff where they have like big cattle ranches, but
I think so, man. I think that they like. It seems like in the middle of the country, it's just everything is corn everywhere, like Nebraska, Ohio, Iowa, all those. Like in Washington, we just have huge apple fields and wheat fields, or apple orchards, I guess. Wheat. Where I live is like the second lavender capital of the world, next to someplace in France.
Oh, dude, lavender is beautiful, man.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
Everywhere. That's really cool. If you remember, man, take a picture. I'd like to see that.
Some lavender?
Yeah, I'd like to see that, bro. I like
to find some.
Man, I'm not trying to butcher your name, man. Here we go. Hopefully I'm right. First when I glanced at it, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it said sugar. Sugars on Raptor. Either way, man. Salute. Appreciate that host, brother. Even as somebody on the other side of the world, Iowa's near Chicago and Minnesota, right? I don't know. That's what Gaming Does asked. Yeah, Upper Midwest has. What are you talking about? I don't know. Like I said, same you and John. Hey, I'm forever saying these podcasts are so inspiring to me. Really help recharge my batteries and shift focus and perspective. I needed. I'd be lost if you guys stop. So keep up the positivity. Hey, man.
Keep it up,
bro. Dang.
Yo, seriously, I hope in like a year, you guys are gearing up for TwitchCon episode. I have no idea. 63. Episode 63, just killing it. I had to do some math that was really difficult for me.
That's all good, man. Better answer I would have had. Would you want to go to TwitchCon, Healthy Kid? I don't know enough about it.
Do Canadians love poutine?
Oh my god. Yes.
I think that's a big 10-4.
It's a big 10-4. Dude, poutine is so good. I remember the first time I had poutine.
It's ridiculous, man.
Lost my mind. Bro, you explain it. Explain it, John.
So it's like fries, and then you have like gravy and melted cheese on it. And then you can even go to I think there's like an actual restaurant in my city that just makes poutines, and they'll put like different toppings on it. It's ridiculous, man.
A poutineery?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Is it like the brisket of Canada as far as popularity?
I would say so. It's nationally known.
Yeah.
I've heard of, like I said, I had no idea what it was. Yeah, dude.
Gaming Dad's called you out.
Oh, he's calling out Tim Hortons?
No, he's calling out you because you said it's melted cheese, not cheese curds. I was going to correct you, but I'm not Canadian here. Man. But, man, you messed up. It's French fries, gravy, and cheese curds.
Might have my citizenship revoked for that.
Hey,
it's fine.
We gotta edit that out.
Edit it out. They'll never know.
Gaming Dad's been coming at your neck, bro.
Yeah,
talking about the country up north doesn't matter. Man. Oh, I think he's jealous of your shirt, man.
Probably. Collared shirts do it to people.
Yeah, Gaming Dads wears some really bad shirts on the stream, so
does he?
Probably messing with him. I love messing with that dude because he wishes he was from Australia, but he's from New Zealand. And
he can't change.
He can't change.
You're born where you're born.
Shoot. Oh, man. Dude, I used to get fries and gravy with cheese. People looked at me like I had two heads. It's such a good combo.
It's the best. Man.
It's
sounds fire.
Yo, if you put super crispy bacon on it, you could do the same thing with brisket, Pat.
Some cheese on there?
Some cheese, some brisket, some gravy on some French fries. Oh man, lose my mind. I'm about to do it for my cheat day.
I cheat every day.
I'm making poutine.
Yeah,
my cheat days every day. Believe it or not, I actually have fasted before, though. Believe it or not. I've
nice.
But
it's tough.
Dang, we Texans have the best burgers in the world. Whataburger. Hey, facts.
Dude, I've never had Whataburger. Never.
Neither have I. I didn't even know it existed.
No, man. I had the chance to go when I was in Oklahoma, and I didn't. And we went to some other little burger joint. It was the night before we left and went to California, and I have no idea why we didn't go there because I had never went there. But I would assume that it's better than In-N-Out. If you go to TwitchCon next year, you're going to go to In-N-Out, John, and you're going to be like, this shit is so overrated. Like,
could be.
Tell them, dude.
It's good, but it's like, man, you can make a better burger at home in like 10 minutes than In-N-Out. But In-N-Out has that like 50s feel to it. You can get animal style, which, by the way, animal style is just cheese and onions with Thousand Island on it. Guess what you can do at home? The same damn thing.
Same thing. Expose
same damn thing. Expose it In-N-Out.
I'm clipping this. I'm gonna tag In-N-Out on Twitter. Expose.
Calling them out.
Exposing y'all, man.
It's just fresh ingredients. Yeah, man, but Safeway's got fresh ingredients.
Tell them, man.
I don't see the hype.
I'll tell you what, man. You know, when they open an In-N-Out here, got kind of close to here, and I was like, you know what? I know it's from California. I'm gonna try it with an open mind.
Yeah.
I've literally never been back, and that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Good man. Yo, I can say though, I thought that Chick-fil-A would be overrated when we finally got one in Washington. We got one in this city next to Seattle called Bellevue. And the first time that I had Chick-fil-A is like right when I got back. Or I had just gone to Oklahoma and I had Chick-fil-A, and I ate Chick-fil-A every single day for like a week down there. And then while I was in the process of moving, I seriously one day went to Chick-fil-A 3 times, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because it was so damn good, man. Chick-fil-A is the best.
Dude, listen, as far as like rankings for me, like fast food wise, Whataburger's all time. But Chick-fil-A, like, it's not like the Gap is, like I'd be lying. Chick-fil-A I love Chick-fil-A. Like, if I'm not going to Whataburger, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. Now,
bro,
the third for me, what I do like that is from California, is Carl's Jr.
Is that from California?
I think so. Isn't Carl's Jr. from California? I don't know. The chick I used to date, she was from California. She says from California. Fire.
Bro, Carl's Jr. is so good.
We had one.
We don't have one close, like super
Canada.
Close. Kind of.
They're actually pretty good.
Oh man!
But I can tell you don't mess with Canadians and their Tim Hortons.
No, you can't mess with Timmy's.
Listen, man.
You can't mess with it.
Listen, man. I've been to Canada.
Wow, you're just getting stepped all over right now, John. Canada. Damn. Compose yourself.
I've been to Canada. My bad, bro. My bad, brother. Hey, man. Canada. Oh, boy. That's funny. Hey, you ever heard of Old Canada? I've been there a few times.
Canada. America's top hat.
Man. Okay. I'm just cracking up. I'm glad the dude from Canada got kicked out of it. I say something like this all the time. So I've been to Canada. I've been there twice. And bro, I tell you what, I thought it was a game. Like when they were telling me, they're like Tim Hortons. And as far as just the locations, I thought they were. When I was, I don't know, can't remember where I was. When I literally saw a Tim Hortons, like no exaggeration, and like one right here and one like further down within eyesight on the other side of the.
Yeah.
Dude, to this day, I can't believe that, bro.
I'm like, telling you,
it's real, man. Yeah, and
everybody, everywhere.
And everybody, let's go Timmy's. I'm like, what the world? What's wrong with y'all?
Do they talk like that?
I don't know. Like, personally, I'm not a coffee dude, but man, y'all swear by it.
Yeah.
Man, dude, Hodgepodge Timmy's is a Canada. I said that myself, Hodgepodge, but I've never seen a Starbucks on one side of the road and another one on the other side of the road.
Yo, Pat, come to Seattle and I will show you like 12 spots where that exists.
Starbucks, dog.
They're everywhere. I've been to like the flagship, the very first Starbucks, and it's no different from a normal Starbucks. And there's one half a block away, but you'll wait 45 minutes to get a damn Frappuccino.
At that one, since it's the flagship?
Yeah, it's the opening store, but they're all over, man. Like you walk around the corner, Starbucks. Right across the street, Tully's. Right next to that, Starbucks.
Really?
It's everywhere, man. People get weird about their coffee here, too. Like they want certain thickness on their glass that they're percolating the coffee in. It's ridiculous. Like, man, some Folgers instant coffee is good enough for me. You get too fancy.
Yes, and their coffee still sucks. Well, what is it? What is pumpkin spice time, ain't it?
Oh, it probably is. It's always pumpkin spice time.
I've been seeing that all over social. I gotta see something of that. I took a 10-year hiatus with Wendy's because my order kept getting mixed up. Had it again last week. Deluxe cheeseburger is life. How do y'all feel about Wendy's?
Dude, I like Wendy's.
Do you have Wendy's up there, Healthy, or no?
Yeah, they do. I haven't ate at it a lot, but it's all right.
So, coming up, when I was real super young, I like to go to Wendy's and I get the junior bacon cheeseburger. Back in the day when they had it in the foil. Yeah, when they had that thing, the foil, not just the paper.
I remember that.
Fire. Hey, man, Icon, my brother, salute, man. Appreciate that raid. Party of 7.
Woo.
Much love, brother. What's going on? Appreciate all y'all coming from Icon stream. How was your stream, dude? Welcome, y'all. If it's your first time here, my name is Pat. This is my rooster behind me, Lil Roos. AKA your favorite Texan, man. Appreciate y'all being here. We're doing a podcast right now. We do it weekly called the Twitch Mindset. We have a great guest here, Mr. Zacharias Mudpius.
Zacharias Mudpius, or call me Mud Plus.
Or Mud Plus. We'll take
Mud Plus, whatever you want.
Or Mud
I respond to most things.
And if y'all want to check out like earlier episodes of the podcast, you can check out the links. Or not. It's free. Dude, man.
Did it work?
Salute, bro.
Nah.
I had to let him know. I had to let him hear do his thing.
Appreciate.
They gotta know.
Appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much for the 100 bits.
I got you.
And y'all know I'm so slow sometimes. And appreciate the resubs, man. God bless. Appreciate the resubs, y'all. To my brothers right here.
I think 3 months.
Is it 3 already?
3 months, dude. That's
appreciate
wild.
the resubs, y'all, man. Much love, dude. Much love, y'all. Really appreciate it. Brain is the game. Heck yeah, man. How's everyone doing tonight, man? Redden Fence said, I lived in Ballard, Washington when Starbucks was just starting and was good coffee. Once they went national, it dumped doo-doo.
Man, I could see that. I personally hate Starbucks, man. Like, I just don't like their coffee. It always tastes burnt to me. It's rough. Ballard's a cool spot, though.
When the times I have been at Starbucks, I get like the frou-frou drinks.
Yeah.
Like the whatever the deal, man. Like the vanilla bean, frappuccino.
Vanilla bean, frappuccino, all that.
That's that deal. Yeah. Good. Pretty good. I just didn't like how quickly like the flavor would leave and you'd be left with
ice.
Yeah. All right. I haven't been there in forever though. But why go to Starbucks when you have Timmy's?
Exactly.
Up there in Canada.
What do y'all do up there, man? Dude, I asked you that, bro, because literally, like, it was like when I was up there, it's so funny, man. Like when I was up there, people like Timmy, like, and I'm like, okay,
It's
like,
a coffee shop.
Well, like, what do y'all do? Let's go Timmy's, like, I'm like, okay, like, what are y'all doing up there, man?
every morning we ride our moose to the nearest Tim Hortons and come back, nestle up in our igloo,
What's
watch hockey. Yeah, watch hockey. Exactly.
Heck yeah, bro.
Oh my god, dude, I'm dying.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much how it goes.
Dude, that is so funny, man. I love that type of stuff, man. I love that type of stuff when, like, you're like, you see something, you hear about it, and like, surely, right? Like, they're gassing it up, surely. Not like that. That's legit. Like, not talking about Tim Hortons. Like, as odd as I found it, like, I wasn't gonna say anything bad about it. Like, man, like, I feel like if y'all are super nice, but if y'all were going to get mad, it'd probably be if somebody was coming at Tim Hortons. Yeah, especially some dude from Texas, like, man, this place sucks.
Man, you can't walk into one of those places and say that all of a sudden you just have a bunch of people poking their heads over the booth.
What? What'd you say?
Hockey sticks come out.
Yeah, exactly. You see one guy go out into the parking lot, grab a hockey stick out of the back of his car,
start breaking windows.
Yeah.
Somebody has to follow him to write the apology note, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, man, that's hilarious, bro. Oh man, what else? They sell like what they call those deals? Scones or something? Biscuits? Do y'all have like biscuits or Canadian bacon or something they sell?
It's kind of like a
Tim Hortons.
I can't remember what they're called now.
Biscottis.
It's kind of like a sausage and egg kind of thing.
Pig in the blanket?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Like
Pig in the blanket is delicious.
Fire, man. Bigger than the blanket?
When you got that. that lunch at school, in like middle school and elementary school, and they put those bitches on a corn dog stick.
Hey,
man.
Nina, where's my mustard at? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Eggs in the blanket. I tear them up. We have a crew meeting every month, and they always it's super early in the morning. And matter of fact, I told a story real quick last week, dude. My boss's boss. We had a meeting last Monday. My boss's boss, right? I go in there. It's the meeting, but they have a little break room, and they bring donuts and pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
So of course I'm in there, like
chilling,
getting right, getting my plate together, and my to-go plate. Need them. So I'm in there getting right, and he came in there. He came in there and completely shocked me, bro. Like, not the whole me on my plate up, like he's used to that, but he was like, "Hey man," he's an old school dude, right? He was like, "Hey man," he said, he shook my hand, "How you doing?" I'm like, I'm awesome, man. You see what I'm doing right here? I'm good. And had my chocolate milk. I'm ready for this meeting. And he was like, "I saw you on the internet." That's exactly how he said it. You know, old school dude. He was like, "I saw you on the internet." And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man," he was like, "You're doing like a podcast?" He was like, "With your chicken?" He was like, "I thought that thing was." He was like, "I thought that thing was dead till it started moving." I literally don't understand how he saw it, but he was like, "Man, that's really cool." He was like, and he was like genuinely asked about it. He was like, "What's that about?" So I told him.
That's crazy.
And he was like, "Man, keep it up, man. That's awesome, man. Y'all doing awesome stuff." And it was so beyond random, but it was so cool. Like I came home and I told Healthy that story. You know, like you just never know who's watching you, man. Like,
yeah, that's true.
That's crazy that your boss's boss.
And who, like, it's so amazing, like the internet. Like this dude is like owns a bunch of cattle and stuff like that. Like him, like catching my podcast is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
For a long while, the only thing I knew about Canada was that I saw in due south, I think it was called. Thought everyone had a husky and was a Mountie. Facts, bro. Same.
Yo, but Healthy, don't you want to be a Mountie technically?
Wouldn't want to be.
We'll see. Actually, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, you do technically want to be a Mountie. That's a good point, Mud.
Yeah.
He's got Timmy's on lock. He's got poutine.
Yeah, exactly. All I need is my red surge, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
What do they call that dude?
Like the uniform.
Yeah.
Is a red surge. Yeah.
Oh, surge.
Mm-hmm.
Like SURG.
I think it's SERGE.
For the coat.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, was it some in like black pants, right?
Yeah, black pants, brown boots.
Oh, the brown boots, man.
Sir.
Fire. Oh man, you look up Red Surge. Wow.
What are you seeing?
Bro, you're just seeing like straight, beautiful Canadian Mounties. Yo, if you do it, can you grow a mustache, John? Like a
automatically,
sweet...
it comes as soon as I put it on, just like bam.
It just fills in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like one of those Play-Doh things that you just press out. Yo, these guys are let me tell you.
Man, you look at that, but like all those Canadian girls, they go nuts over that.
They love it.
They love it.
Man in uniform. That's all it takes.
Exactly.
That's facts, bro.
Exactly.
That's
man
facts.
In uniform.
100%.
Like that's
you got
real.
That yellow stripe, man.
That's a real. Yeah, that's real.
It's kind of conflicting colors,
bro.
But you know.
This dude really right here, man. He looks like he ain't playing, man. His like, you see this dude's mustache? This dude's mustache is crazy.
Yo, is it the guy and the girl standing next to each other in front of water?
Nah, this dude, he's doing like this, and he's like, Like
1 second.
Like I don't take no bull job,
bro. I see that. He's got the glasses and the white mustache.
You see him, like, look at him. He's like right now, like he's like, I take no bull job. Keep it going.
He's definitely killed a moose with his bare hands.
Yeah, easily.
He's got holes in his gloves, bro.
Bro, that's
savage.
That's the grind.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you guys aren't so nice in Canada. You guys are just low key, ruthless savages.
Nah, I don't know what you mean. We're nice people.
Nice people. I have trained with like Canadians, and you guys are pretty crazy. Like obnoxious. I love it.
Does that get hot in the wintertime? I mean, in the summertime? That coat?
Oh, yeah. Like, so what they'll do is, I'm trying to think what they'll do. Like, they'll have some kind of ceremony, I think, every week or something like that, or whatever. Or, like, even, let's say for Remembrance Day, they'll have a ceremony. You have to stand perfectly still. And people will, like, pass out from, like, blood loss. Because... like the uniform sometimes is too tight and your blood flow is like you're not moving, right? So you're standing still for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Just like lose blood flow to their head and they'll like pass out and like smack on the ground.
Yeah, man. People lose or they lock their knees. When I was in boot camp, I had pneumonia like the entire time I was there. I was super sick and we had to stand in formation for like some inspection. And it was the same thing. I was standing in my uniform and I like started to black out and I like had to talk to my drill instructor. I was like, Sergeant, I'm going to pass out. And he's like, what? And I yelled it again. And then he let me walk away and I sat down and like damn near blacked out. But it's not uncommon at all. Plenty of people do it. We've seen people fall, just straight up fall right on their face.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you lock your knees. If you can, if you're awake.
I'm kidding, bro. Yes, man. Did you think your boss's bot meant Twitch or another video that got leaked? Man, get out of here, bro. Your chicken is so cute. Thank you so much, Grizzly Goddess. I appreciate it. He is pretty. He's pretty handsome. Surge bunnies.
Man, you guys should look up a picture of that drill hall. It's like really nice. I've been there before.
What do I look up? Canadian Mountie Drill Hall?
Yeah, RCMP Drill Hall. It's in the city that rhymes with fun.
Oh, wow.
It's a Deadpool reference. Because he's from Regina.
One with all the flags and hanging up in it?
What? Wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, I heard so. I'm like, wait, what?
So there's this drill hall is in Regina with an R.
Oh, surely that's not how it's pronounced.
On Deadpool, he's like, I'm from Regina, the city that rhymes with fun.
I like it. Is that really how you pronounce it?
Right. It was a Regina.
Yeah.
It's Regina?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I know where
No, I'm telling you.
For real, bro. Oh, man, this place looks... I'm looking at the outside of this thing.
Man, that's pretty cool.
Pretty stout.
It is, man.
Yeah, I think it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. The summer camp for the RC is actually really nice.
I know.
Man, summer's slower than others.
Oh, okay. So let me see something here real quick. Oh yeah, I had that way wrong. I see what y'all are saying.
What'd you do?
Idaho. Gotcha.
You have to look up a map.
I gotta look up a map, bro. I don't know where these states are.
Man, Pat, at least you know more than I do. I'd be lost.
You also don't live here.
That's true. 52 states, right?
Hey, man, let Healthy rock, man. Healthy got my back, bro.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like so many these states, I had no idea. Like, I'll pick out another one right now. I had no idea. North Dakota bordered Canada.
Cool. Oh hell yeah.
That's one that you know.
And listen. Is there anybody in here from Kentucky? Listen, man. Let me tell you something.
People from Kentucky.
Is that where from Brad Paisley's from?
West Virginia and Kentucky, like especially like West Virginia, and all from the South. Are you really? Are you really West Virginia?
Does North Carolina count?
Because I feel like one state further, and like I'm from the East Coast. That one's always been a tough one. What'd you say? What'd you say? Carolina? Is that what you said? North Carolina?
Yeah, I said, does North Carolina count?
Dude, you know what, bro? That's a great question. I say yes because that's where Randy Travis is from. So I say North Carolina, and I love Randy Travis, my favorite country singer. So the Carolinas are good with me.
Okay.
Does Pat know what Texas looks like? That's the only state I know. like you have to understand, like literally, I don't know. Like I'm self-aware. Like Texas is what I know. Like that's pretty much it.
Texas. That's all you need to know in life, really. Where do you live at in Texas, anyways? Like nearest major city.
Yeah, that's what I normally say. Nearest major city is Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get to Dallas and Fort Worth in a little under an hour.
That's not too bad.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of that show I watched when I was a kid with Chuck Norris.
Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
Yes, sir.
The GOAT, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yeah. Chuck Norris, the GOAT, bro.
Chuck Norris is the GOAT.
Man, that was a dope show when I was a kid.
He was lit, bro. He whooped everybody. Hat still clean.
Yeah.
Like, he came out of every fight clean. Like, Chuck Norris was a bad man. Bad man.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Hey, Hater. What's up, Hater? Chuck Norris, when he left for college, he told his dad that he was allowed to be the man of the house.
Savage.
Hey, man.
Oh,
man. GPS location in closest city doesn't cut it. Well, let me turn on my location, and then you can know exactly where I'm.
Do it.
I thought people went to Dallas only to get to Fort Worth. Unfortunately, it's usually the other way around. I love Fort Worth, though. Like, the culture is more my speed than Dallas. But I can't do the traffic. That's why I can't live there.
What's the difference between the cultures?
Literally, honestly, like Dallas, like they're both major cities, but Dallas is like, you know, city through and through. The culture, like fast lifestyle.
Yeah.
Fort Worth is literally like it's advanced, but it's taking a step back in time because there's the stockyards and there's Billy Bob's. Like it's a lot more country than Dallas is. Stuff like that.
Okay. Dude, I need to go to Texas.
Fort Worth has, you know, like one of the only year-round rodeos, like every Saturday night.
Wow.
Fort Worth is fire, bro. Like if we come, like we'll go to Fort Worth. I'll take you to some really cool places, man. They got some nice steakhouses and stuff like that.
Man, barbecue. I'm in it for all the beef we can buy.
I got you, bro. And like also too, like we can go to a steakhouse, but like I want to like make you a steak myself.
I'm down.
Like not to toot my own horn, but
fuck it, bro.
I make a really good steak. I make a really good steak. It's okay, you're fine. I make a pretty good steak. Yeah.
Nice.
It's not that bull job you just buying in the store either.
But yeah.
Fort Worth has a steak named after it. That's how you know it's the best Texas city. Also, the South isn't what is South. It's below the Dixie line, isn't it? Dude, honestly, man, like there's so much, like that's a conversation in itself, bro.
All of it's just crazy.
Yeah, all I know is that like West Virginia, it's just
I don't see it.
How, Sway? Like I said, when literally the next state somebody's saying that they're from the East Coast.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. You guys are going to have to come up here and I'll introduce you to my pet moose.
Yes. I'm so down.
Yeah, I got a pet moose.
3 people can fit on the back of a moose, right?
4 actually. And then we can pull a carriage behind.
Tight. So me, you, Pat, Hope on the moose going to Timmy's.
No, man, I'm just playing.
I hope
not. Nah. Good luck trying to tame a moose.
Texas moose shops.
Tame a moose.
Big portions, trucks with King Ranch Edition hats, women who gussy up. Or gussy up. That's old school.
Great language. Damn Jezebel.
Game and Dad knows more about American history and geography than Americans do. Exactly, man. It's American way. Love moose steaks. Dude, I've been wanting to try moose, man. And bear too. I heard it was fire.
I'll send you some.
Plus,
wait.
I can fly to Houston or LAX. Your favorite taste. You could pick me up from either. Well, thank you for giving me the pleasure of driving 4.5 hours to H-Town to pick you up, brother. I'd be happy to do it. Like when are you going, man? When are you going? I love that. I mean, I probably would. I do have a lot of kin folks down there.
Wait, I got a question though. So, Kansas and Missouri, are they Southern?
No.
Kentucky?
No.
But North Carolina is?
Yes.
Arkansas?
Yes.
Oklahoma?
Like, sure.
Okay.
And then, of course, you know, like to the right of us is like all that. And like,
because when I think of the
Florida too, man, like I'm like,
Have you ever talked to someone that's like Cajun, like super Cajun?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know Cajun folks. Like Cajun food is
crazy.
Is like, all right. So we got, you know, like whatever, like Whataburger, brisket, like all that stuff. But like Cajun food and like boudin, like I would eat boudin every single day.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had boudin?
Yeah.
Fire.
Never. Yeah, man.
Fire, bro. Dirty rice, jambalaya, like
all
seafood
that.
gumbo. Like,
bro, it's crazy. My stepmom was from Louisiana, so. God.
I gotta go, brother. Sorry. Hey, Game and Dads. Hey, man, you and
yo, take care down there in Shireville.
Take care and want to be Australia.
Yo, Megan, you don't count either, by the way.
Hold up, it depends on where in Missouri. Like, y'all also have to like bear in mind that this is a very this is such a clearly biased opinion by somebody from Texas. So you have to like just don't even pay attention to what I'm saying. But like you asking for my opinion, that's what it is. Like literally, like as far as like states that like Texas, Louisiana, Bama, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, like that's like the in Arkansas, like that's the like certified, like Oklahoma, sure. I mean, honestly, it depends. Like, if we beat them in football, then like no. But
Texas beats everybody in football, though.
Dude, as much as I want to say that, like, the Texas like football program has sucked the last 10 years, bro.
Yeah, but your guys is high school?
High school,
bro.
Bro, there's two sports in Texas. Wild. There's two sports in Texas: football and spring football. My mama told me that ever since I was a little kid, and it's like, dude, yeah, Texas high school football is like people like dress up to go to a high school football game.
It's like, crazy to me.
Yeah, small towns, the town shuts down, dude. Like, towns that shut down, like, because, like, well, I'm about to get out the high school name. Let me not do that. But, like, the town that even I'm in, it's a small school, but the players that come out of there are, like...
They're crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy, bro.
It's because the best coaches will go down there because they know.
Yeah.
And that's crazy how it fought, like, the farther, well, I don't know, for like Canada, as far as like farming and stuff goes, it's more towards like the center and a little to the west. Like Alberta and Saskatchewan are more like the farming, kind of like the hickish kind of provinces is what we call them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. And then farther out east is kind of like where the civilized people live. I guess. I don't know.
The civilized people.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, bro.
There's people on the East Coast, but yeah.
Man, all I gotta say is West Coast, best coast. So.
Man, the mountains.
Agree to disagree.
I gotta make it.
Agree to disagree.
Third coast.
Third coast. It's okay. It's okay because Big Crit is still my favorite rapper.
Love Big Crit, man.
It's okay.
Right on, bro.
Oh man. But yeah, it was a pleasure,
dude. Seriously,
on this podcast tonight. It was a blast,
dude. It was so much fun. Anybody have any questions? Dang, 2 hours and 36 minutes. What time is it?
It's 9:41. You guys went a little overboard,
bro.
John's dying up there.
Dude, appreciate you hanging in there, man.
I am. Oh, that's funny because I think it was like 9:30 when we were like, "All right, we're gonna start taking some questions."
Oh yeah.
1 hour later.
That's how it goes.
Man. But
seriously, I appreciate you guys having me on here. It has been a pleasure and an honor. It was a great time.
Right there with you. Love the West Coast and British Columbia.
British Columbia. Canada.
We got some people living in Canada up in here. I can't see the chat. BC, yeah.
Okay. Whatever. I don't care. Not about what you just said, Healthy. That sounded kind of bad. No. What's British Columbia?
North of Washington.
Yeah.
It's the westernmost province.
Oh, it's a province, so like a state?
Yeah.
Well, Canada split up into like 5 provinces, right? Something like that. 5 or 6.
Bro, I don't even know that. I think it's like somewhere between 10 and 12.
Ambu,
man, salute. Appreciate those bits, man.
Provinces of Canada.
Oh, BC's on the left coast of Canada. Right on.
Oh, dude, there's way more. I didn't realize that.
Like 8 provinces or 9.
Yeah, farther up.
Okay. Well, hold on, chat.
10.
Okay, that's a point for me because I know how many states there are in the U.S. So that's a point for me, right?
That's true.
That's like half a point.
It's the same deal, and like 50 states is more than 8 or 9 provinces.
Man. You're just trying to justify it now.
You know what's funny? In my head, when I said 50, I'm like, is it 50 or
51? Did we get Puerto Rico yet?
Did we get Puerto Rico yet? Oh my gosh, man.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, seriously though, thank you guys for having me.
It was a blast, man.
It's been good.
It's absolutely. Texas, I mean, like honestly, what else matters? I'll leave y'all with that.